Welcome back learners in chapter 3rd Atoms and Molecule. Now we are going to discuss how do atom exist. So atom usually exist in two forms, molecule or ion. These molecule or ion aggregate in large number to form the matter which we can see, feel or touch. So let's understand what is a molecule. Molecule can be defined as smallest particle of an element or a compound which can exist freely under ordinary condition and shows all the properties of that substance. Now, atom of same element or different element can join together to form molecules. First of all, molecules of elements. The molecule of an element are constituted by same type of atoms. Okay. So this is the first thing. Now let's see the second point. Molecule of many elements such as argon, helium, they are made up of only one atom of that element just because these are the noble gases and they are having satisfactory electronic configuration. That's why they do not react, they do not combine. Next thing is a molecule of oxygen consists of two atoms of oxygen. Hence, it is called diatomic molecule and written as O2. The formula is this. Next thing, students, the number of atoms constituting a molecule that is called its atomicity. So, let's have a discussion. Previously, I told you about O2. So, oxygen gas O2 molecule that is formed of combination of two atoms of oxygen. So, atomicity is 2. Ozone, which is having formula O3. Now its atomicity is 3 just because 3 atoms are combining to form one ozone molecule. So in this manner, let's see the atomicity of some non-metals. Now you can see argon, helium, they are monoatomic. We have discussed that. Oxygen is diatomic, O2 is its formula, hydrogen H2, diatomic, nitrogen N2, diatomic, chlorine Cl2 diatomic, phosphorus is having formula P4, so tetraatomic, and sulfur, you can see the name polyatomic. Sulfur exists in the form of S8. Okay, so in this manner we have seen the atomicity of these non-metals. Then the next thing is element which form network of molecules or molecules of metals. Students, metals and some other elements like your carbon, they do not have simple structure, but they consist a very large and indefinite number of atoms which are bonded together. Here you can see this is Buckminster-Fullerene. Here 60 carbon atoms are combined to form a football like structure. So you can see that. So carbon, which is having a property of catenation and tetravalency. Catenation is self-linking property and tetravalency means capability of combining with 4 monovalent atoms. So just because of that, carbon can form this kind of structure. Next thing is molecule of compounds. Atom of different element combined together in definite proportion to form molecule of compound. So we are seeing some example. The first compound is water. Water is having hydrogen and oxygen element which combine in 1:8 by mass. Okay, so next molecule or you can say compound is of ammonia, NH3. It's having elements nitrogen and hydrogen which combine in 14:3. Next thing is carbon dioxide having carbon and oxygen as the combining element and they combine in 3:8 in order to form a molecule of carbon dioxide. Okay, so these were the molecules of compounds which we have discussed. Let's understand what are ions. So the charge species obtained when atom loses or gain electron is called ion. Students, atoms are not stable. They are very reactive in nature. metals, if you are having atoms of metals, then they lose electron, and if you are having your atoms of non-metal, they gain electron. In this way, either by gaining or losing electron, they forms ions. Look, compound are composed of metal and non-metal, that are the charged species. Here we are discussing example of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is having positive sodium ion Na positive and negatively charged chloride ion Cl negative. So sodium ion has been provided here from metals and chloride ion from non-metals. Next thing, how does these ion form? When atom, as I have told you, when atom lose or gain electron, okay, that time they form ion. First of all, a cation. Cation is a positively charged ion and it forms when an atom loses some electron. Here see sodium atom, it loses one electron to form its ion. So its valency, which is the number of electron which an element lose or gain. So it will form its ion. Next thing is an anion, negatively charged ion, that is found when an atom gains one or more electron. Here you can see example of chlorine. When chlorine gain one electron, it forms chloride ion. Let's see the next thing, students. The term is here polyatomic ion. Now the definition is when a group of atom carrying a charge, that is known as polyatomic ion. Let's see one example. It's sulfate ion having formula SO4 2 negative. So you are having one sulfur atom, four oxygen atom, and overall charge is 2 negative. That's why it's a polyatomic ion. Next thing, we are going to see some ionic compound. So here on your screen, the first ionic compound is calcium oxide. So calcium is having elements calcium and oxygen. Calcium will form Ca2 positive and oxygen is forming O2 negative. Next thing, magnesium sulfide. Magnesium sulfide is having magnesium and sulfur constituting element. Magnesium forms Mg2 positive. It loses 2 electron, and your sulfur, it gains 2 electron, so S2 negative. Lastly, you can see sodium chloride. So sodium, it forms Na positive, it loses 1 electron, while chlorine, it forms Cl negative, it gains 1 electron. Here you can see the ratio by mass. In calcium oxide it is 5:2, then in magnesium sulfide 3:4, and in sodium chloride 23:35.5. Okay, so we have discussed the ionic compounds, the molecules, and all these things. Students, let me summarize this. Atom which are electrically neutral, just because they are having same number of electron and proton, they can be found in two forms. First is molecule, second is ion. Molecules are electrically neutral, okay, and ions are electrically charged, just because you have seen that they form, ions are either cationic or anionic, having positive charge or negative charge. Now molecules which are electrically neutral, they can be molecules of elements, molecules of compound. If I am saying H2, that is molecule of element. If I am saying H2O, that is molecule of compound. Now the ions which are electrically charged, they form ionic compounds just because these ions are very reactive in nature. So a positive or a negative ion combines together and electrostatic force of attraction keeps them together, and they result into formation of the ionic compound. Now you have seen that the metals, they lose electron, they are electropositive. Non-metals accept electron, they are electronegative, and the number of electron either lost or gained, that is the valency. So this is the thing. Revise it, keep learning, keep asking. That's all.